How's it going, everyone? Welcome back to Emnix Plays Path of Exile. It's been quite a few days since I last played. I was off for the Christmas vacation. So Happy New Year, everybody. And Merry Christmas, I suppose. It's been so long that I don't actually remember what I was doing, but I do remember having to fight one of these Elder Slayers. So let's go do that. Let me get into Discord.
Oh, okay. Go minions.
Go minions.
Who are you fighting right now, Jimmy?
Elder.
Elder? Is it different now?
You have to find the pieces to fight him. His guardians are really freaking strong.
Oh, really?
Because they have map mods. So before, you know how it's like a separate...
Oh.
So I didn't know, so I was fighting the Eradicate lightning guy with 150% like extra lightning damage and like chance to crit and all that stuff and elemental weakness. And I'm like, what the fuck? And like I show up in the map and I die. I'm like, wait. I lost 6 portals before I even realized what happened. And then I realized, oh wait, like map mod.
Yeah, it's completely different now.
Yeah. Yeah. Elder's weak sauce. Get out of here.
So does Elder have map mods?
Defeat the Elder. Complete. Get out of here.
No, the Elder does not, because he's in a separate zone.
Yeah, the Elder actually has a separate zone. And then you get... Oh. I didn't get a Watcher.
Oh.
Are you still playing the minion build?
Yeah.
So you're really liking it then?
It's pretty OP.
It's funny, everybody said minions would get nerfed, but I guess not enough.
It's pretty OP. Well, also I dumped like a shit ton of... I just did Elder Deathless. You know who that didn't do Deathless? Any of the Guardians.
Really?
Yeah.
That is very surprising, actually.
But that's the same thing. Like, remember when you were fighting Shaper? Like, the Guardians has a possibility of being harder than the Shaper.
Because of the mods.
Remember we fought Minotaur for the first time and paying attention, and then we rolled like 120% physical damage, 100% increased area factor, and then the stones literally killed you immediately.
Yeah, I do remember this.
Yeah, double area of effect, like shit like that, right? So, but now I have a fragment of Emnix. What is not cannot cause. Okay, cool. Yeah, Elder got wrecked. You know who I still couldn't beat? The Awakener. I tried twice.
So yeah, you've had a chance to fight him?
Twice. And I've lost 6 portals. Twice.
Do you get to fight him again after you lose him, or is it a one-time thing?
You get to fight him again.
Okay.
You just need to beat 4 warlords again, and then he'll spawn. Every time you beat 4 warlords with more than 5 awaken levels, he'll spawn.
Spawn on a random map?
No, Zana will be like Zana will open the door.
Okay.
So Jimmy, how many watchstones you got now? Because you totally blew past me.
8, 12, 14, 15, 16, 17, 21,
Yeah.
23.
You
25.
got a lot of watchstones.
Yep.
Yep.
I also figured it out, like how to spawn watchstones straight. You just to spawn the influence, you just search the map area in your map section, start with T16s and go down. He's in one of the maps, but you don't know which one, so you just start with the highest down, and spawn him like either T16 or T15, and then after that you can use like cheapo maps to spawn everybody else. I just run through the map, and then if it doesn't spawn influence, I leave, like quarter out and leave.
You don't even bother doing the map?
I don't bother doing the map. It's inefficient. Why would I do that?
Huh? You mean the low level maps, or do you run through the T16s too?
No.
Okay.
God, no.
It's just checking. Like, how do you have fuck you money, or it's just, you know?
I've spent over 20 Exalt characters.
Seriously?
Probably more actually.
I have not yet to pick up an Exalt.
Oh, well.
Solo self-found life.
Exalts seem to be reasonably common this league.
Yeah, they're super cheap.
I've gotten just drops, I think 4, and I haven't been playing a whole lot.
Yeah,
I haven't been
they're
playing
super
much at
cheap.
all. I'm pretty sure I've been level 84 for like over a week.
I mean, overall, I think I really like them. Of course, I just don't like how rippy they are, and the boss is fucking terrible.
I don't think that's gonna change. You know?
Awakener isn't going to change, right? Because he's not part of the...
The Awakener needs to change. The fight needs to change.
The,
you know what I did?
The Awakener fight might change.
The Awakener fight might change, but he's still going to be the boss, right? Because
that's fine.
It's the... Yeah.
I'm fine with that, but from what
I...
I...
mechanic, right? It's not a league mechanic. It just was introduced this league. It was the change to the Atlas. Conquerors of the Atlas is staying around.
Yeah, but Metamorph is gonna go core.
Yeah.
For sure.
Oh, Metamorph are totally gonna go core.
But I think even if it goes core, Metamorph isn't... It's not gonna get nerfed.
What does it mean if it goes core?
Like next league, Metamorph is gonna be part of the base game.
Yeah.
It should
Like
be.
Cassia.
It's fun. It's fun.
Yeah, it should. But I don't think
should.
they're gonna nerf it. It's gonna stay rippy, is my guess.
Yeah, because they need more rippy things in this game.
Yeah, they need to force people to start building tanky again.
To slow everything down.
No.
Well, not to
Just
slow it
to
down,
make it so
but
that... Well, that... Yeah.
so that, you know how in PoE, there's like a period of you falling asleep and then all of a sudden
Heart attack.
you die. I think Metamorph is like a good way, you know, to wake up every map instead of every third map or something like that, you know?
I don't know. Like, you know what I did for the Awakener? And I didn't know. So there's a phase where there's a giant bubble. He spawns the bubble, or the storm, or whatever the fuck. He spawns a storm. Anyway, so the storm follows me, right? And it basically one-shots you. So what you're supposed to do is drag the storm into a particular corner of the map. So I knew that. And but I didn't know is that if the storm doesn't have vision of you as the character, it won't follow you. It will just kind of stay there.
Oh, I didn't know that either.
So unfortunately, the Sirius, the Awakener, was in the storm, so I'm like, can't do anything about it. And then next to him was 2 other storms, so I can't stand it. So I had to go and leave, but it wasn't following me. And I'm like, oh, what the f is going on? So I got really confused and I started fucking around. And then the storm followed me to the door, like where you exit to fight, and then the storm stayed at the door. So I died at the door, and I could never leave the map. The moment I leave, the storm will kill me. And I'm like, this is so dumb. Like,
That's pretty dumb.
That's like, after the first portal, I can't do anything else. Because the storm wouldn't move, because it's just at the door, and the moment you walk out, you're dead. You know, this is fucking stupid. Like, who the fuck designed this?
Yeah, I think the Awakener fight needs some changes. Not like or not difficulty-wise, but just mechanically.
No, it's fine. Like you literally lose by luck, right? Like if because the storms are random placed, and if you just happen to be in a position where you can't drag the storm to an area of your liking, you're kind of screwed.
Yeah. What the frig is this? Yo, I'm fighting Drox. He turned into a purple flag and I can't hit him? What am I supposed to do?
You wait until he turns back.
Oh, okay, so I'm not supposed to do anything specific. Okay.
Just wait. Just chill.
Okay, I got it.
And he'll come back.
The thing with a lot of boss fights these days is it's not very clear how you're supposed to do it, you know? And I feel like Cirrus is like the worst offender of that.
Yeah, seriously, freaking worse.
Yo, I've been waiting for a while now. Like, I'm just saying. He turned into a flag, you know? Like... Oh, there we go. I was worried for him, you know? Nobody wants to be a flag forever.
Right.
Right.
That's nice.
Right.
Makes sense.
I also don't like the fact that the Atlas is just freaking messy now, and some maps show up certain tiers, other maps not.
I don't like the fact that I need to go back and forth between my map tab and my Atlas again. Like, this is like we're back in the Stone Ages, just to figure out whether it's in a certain section.
Yeah,
I mean, you can use the search. That's okay.
I'm constantly. I actually got a tooltip, like to just search all the maps at once.
Like a macro?
Yeah, it was on Reddit.
Okay, the fact that that's even necessary, you know, there are certain things.
I hear ya. I am in full agreement. I think this is very annoying.
Anyway, so it was like that in the past to figure out which maps have influence, like Elder influence and Shaper influence. Like, you couldn't tell. You would literally have to go into the map, into the Atlas and search, and then go back to your tab. It's like, okay, do I have that map? No. Okay, what about another Shaper influence map? Or like maps that you've completed, right? In the map tab, like, have I completed all tier 10s? Have I done this one? No. And you go into your map, you're into your Atlas, and you look it up, and then you come back, and then you're like, okay, I have that map. Let's do that one. So I hated that. And
well, I mean, yeah, it's too messy. Or it's kind of annoying, and it slows everything down. Like, all I want to do, know which map I need to do, which region I need to do, instead of like going back and forth, like searching. Nah, fuck that shit.
Exactly. And like, and then they made it a lot better when they released the map tab. Oh no. They updated the map tab after a couple leagues. It took them a while, and then it had like, this map has been completed, you know, bonus completed. So when you joined, they already had that, which is like a nice bonus.
Yeah, that was, the map tab is
it was like a really good feature, right?
The most worth it special tab that I got.
And like, you know, June is in this map and all that stuff. But now you're back to like this shit where you got to keep going back to your Atlas and then back to your map tab and then back to your Atlas. Like, GGG has like a really rough development cycle, I think. Like, you just don't have time to get shit done.
So I can say with confidence, Minion OP, man.
I believe it.
It scales so well. Like, literally, the more money you spend on it. Whereas, like, I feel like some builds, it kind of gets stuck, no matter how much money you put into it. Like,
the more you spend, the better it gets. Is what you're saying?
Yeah.
Yep.
Like, I could spend more buying gems, like
I don't even say have, like, a lot of the top tier builds are like that though. The more you spend, the better it gets. That's what makes them top tier, you know?
Oh, 'cause
And-
it scales.
It scales.
Yeah, because it's skill.
It scales.
And the fact that it has like a somewhat low barrier of entry. Like even with bad gear, you can still do fine. So you can just
Yeah.
farm on the same thing over and over. That's
You
basically what makes a really good build.
I got into red maps with a freaking tabler, and it was fine.
Yeah, exactly.
Like it was more than fine. Like I was clearing red maps with a tabler. Like you can't do that.
Nope.
But it was a little slow. And I just think that's just a creature of
Just a
the
little
fact that you're
slow.
killing behind you instead of it. Which, can't do anything about it. It is what it is.
Huh.
Although, you know what else I realized? Doesn't matter how much HP you have. Sometimes you just get one.
Wait, what?
Yep.
It doesn't matter how much HP you have. I have 12,000 effective life, and I get one shot.
I don't want to hear that, man. I really don't.
I have 6,300 health, 3,700 energy shield, and I have bone armor, which gives me another 2,000, and I get one shot.
But some things you don't. Some skills are reactive, right?
No, bone
Like-
armor you cast. I always just cast bone.
Like all
I
the
have
time.
All the time. Yeah.
Oh.
So and to be fair, you get one shotted by those people who have like a really long charge time. So like it's really your fault that you get one shotted. Like you're just not paying attention.
Yeah, I mean, if you die and it's to something that was telegraphed, I mean,
Yeah.
that's kind of
It's kind of your fault.
That's kind
But-
of your fault. I agree.
it's your
on
fault.
on the other hand, I have like 21 minions on the map, and they glow, and then they all have auras.
Do they taunt?
They taunt.
They do taunt. You have a taunt
They
gem.
do taunt. Yeah, my zombies taunt, and then they meme, and then they maim, and then
They meme?
They meme. They also meme. They maim.
Do they whip?
Pale.
Do they nay nay?
No, they
I
don't.
was gonna follow up with that.
They do not nay.
That's unfortunate.
But it's kind of blurry. Like when I'm doing stuff with this build, I don't really.
I get it.
I killed Katava so fast that I didn't
Stay in
like what the hell was going on. Like I started the fight and he just whipped out his, and I'm like, oh, okay, that's. So Saturday at what, 9 o'clock?
9:30, something like that. Yeah. If nobody's here yet in the morning, so I have the elevator from 9 to 12, but it's probably gonna take a while to move everything.
Okay.
I'm tired of the Syndicate.
Why would I remove Chimera from the Syndicate? You fool!
You know what's the
That's
worst?
fun.
You know what's
I
the
know.
worst? Haku's like, hey, you want to remove all the rivalries still?
I don't even know how to remove Haku. I want to get rid of him. Same with Hillock. I want to get rid of both of them.
Hillock is great. Why would you get rid of Hillock?
What's good about
Hillock-
Hillock?
Oh, Hillock
28
is quality flasks.
He 28% wherever you put him.
Yeah.
This
Well, it isn't
work-
always 28, but it's
This
he
is
will.
grant work.
Go
Oh
up
yeah,
to
well at
30%.
max level,
Do I look like a
28%
grant to
where-
you?
Yeah,
Is
I
it
guess
28
that's
or
okay.
30?
28.
Ah,
28?
nobleman's work.
Salam.
Nah, I don't know. I guess it's fine. But like, you could get other people. You could get better people.
Like who?
It that fled.
Okay, it that fled is only good in research.
You could get like, who do I not have right now? Hold on.
Tora is amazing this league.
I don't have Rin on my
Oh, Taurus pretty great.
Syndicate.
I want
Just
Tora
freaking
so
max
bad.
level.
I don't have.
Oh,
Yeah, I don't have
wow.
Tora.
I need Tora for my woke gem.
It's just leveling too slow.
It's not. I mean, it's still level 1.
Dude,
I mean,
like with all this
the red
moving,
gems are
I can't
amazing.
play.
Yeah, this might not be your best league.
Yeah, and the race event finishes what? In a week?
So are you gonna go back to regular?
Yeah, I'm probably gonna die sometime in between, you know.
I mean,
And,
now that you say that,
I'll make myself die.
yeah,
I don't know,
you're-
like
you're dead.
I didn't find any specific build enabling uniques either. So I don't have like a good idea, like if I were to reroll, what I would reroll into, because I don't have any good items.
I have all the starting uniques. For you just need to come on and
I think I want to play. Did you do elemental hit?
and
it was bad?
Do elemental hit. I did elemental hit with totem.
Mines? Oh, with totems?
Not totems. Fuck, where the fuck is-
Traps? Mines?
No. It was totems, but like they're
Ballistas.
called something else. Ballistas.
Oh.
And they were freaking terrible. Calandra?
Oh my god, it's been so long since I've played that I forgot to spawn a Metamorph in the last map.
Wow.
Jesus.
I will literally give you Tabula, Wanderlust. You want a potion? I'll do
Sweet,
some
I
potions.
love getting boosted.
And then you can just rush through the game.
I think I'm pretty good at that. If there's one thing I'm good at, it's rushing through the game when I have a lot of items.
I have like Gold Rim. I have that. If you want to do shock. What's that? The shocking one? I don't know. Storm Orbs. I have the
The
dual
guild
wield-
stash is in pretty okay shape.
Yeah. Well, I actually have it in my
Exile.
personal stash.
Oh.
I have a couple of the good stuff in my personal stash. I put a Gold Room in the guild stash though. I don't know if someone took it, but it's there.
Oh, no.
I have the Wanderlust personal stash.
Just
But yeah, I mean, if you ever want to start over,
I
must got,
You ever want to lose frames?
oh my
Oh, I'm
god,
totally down to lose frames. You know what? I'm gonna make a losing frame build too, so we can both
No,
lose frames.
Yeah,
Please
that's so
don't.
good. Oh, did you see? Oh, Shohan, did you see that? Animate Guardian, animate Weapon build on Reddit.
Chains of Command.
Oh, Chains of Command with that sword and the Writhing Jar. Okay,
This
it's
is
amazing.
Ziz's build, right? It's Zizarin's build, I
I don't
think.
is it? It's okay. So it's four Writhing Jars, and you play as a whatever called Ranger chick.
Pathfinder?
Pathfinder. Yeah.
Flaskfinder? Was that what you were about to call it?
Yes.
it's
That's what I call
basically
it.
the same. That's an accurate.
Pathfinder. But yeah, it's amazing. You have to find this video. You will love it. You will love it, and I think it will cause the lag that you so desire.
Well, I
So-
wouldn't say I truly desire it, but it would be.
But it looks like it clears exceptionally fast too.
I think I've watched one video of, like, I glimpsed a video at some point in time last week about Anime Guardians. This was last week, right?
Okay, so yeah, so it's animated garden with the chains of command, right?
Yeah. I looked
And
this up
you
for
have that-
sure.
You have that mother's belt or whatever that makes it so that whenever you use flasks, it isn't so bad.
Okay.
And it also makes it so that I think whenever you summon a minion, the minion uses your flask,
Okay.
right? So with this, you're using like 40% fewer flask charges, so you're just sipping along on your writhing jars.
Oh, my poor fingers.
And what's that?
My poor
Yeah.
fingers.
No. You're not
Oh, they
actually
auto- they're
pressing.
auto
You're not
drinking.
pressing. They're auto. Yes, exactly. That's the thing. They're auto for you.
Ah.
What is this build?
Yeah.
Maybe I'll continue playing the auto summoner. I was playing an auto summoner last league. Maybe I'll just
Yeah.
keep going.
Right?
Okay,
I mean,
we're only
you
1
know,
month into the league, so I guess there's a lot of time for me to mess around.
But the problem is with that video coming out, I'm sure some of the items have gotten a lot more expensive.
Yeah, that's true. At
But
this point, I'm like, there's no way for me to just randomly make up a build and have it be interesting enough to rival whatever the hell you find online. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So I spent about like 4 exalts with my anime guardian.
Okay.
And I genuinely thought, like, I was so afraid that
That it was gonna die. Turns out it's not even getting hit.
it's so strong.
I told you, dude.
It regenerates 5,000 HP per second. And then it stays in the Awakener for a while. And then I just watch his health go down slowly, and then I die. So I guess if I die before, it's all okay.
Yep. Yep.
Yeah, but it's so strong. Like, I'm not even worried about it. I don't have convocation. Like, it's fine. It's all okay. Yeah, minion builds are OP. It needs to be nerfed.
Minions are.
It's severely OP.
Oh, yes, it's pretty OP. It was always OP. I've been trying to say this. It was always OP, man.
But why did they buff it? In the minion league?
They didn't buff it. It's the AI was so clunky. Like, it wasn't fun. You know, like, zombies were stupid. Like, you would literally leave like half your zombies behind as you're running.
But zombies are still stupid.
No, not if you give them feeding frenzy, they're not that dumb. They'll know to hit things that you pass by. You know, like this is how do I explain how dumb zombies were in the past? The zombies were like middle school students who had ADD and refused to go on their medication. Okay? Like, they would be like, oh shit, there's an enemy over there, full health, I'll go hit it. It runs over, it's mid-animation, and it's about to punch it, and you run in the other direction, he goes, where are you going? It turns around, and then starts running after you, okay?
Yeah.
That's how dumb it is.
So stupid. They were so stupid.
Is that why people just do skeleton builds?
Nobody did skeleton builds. Skeleton was kind of underpowered.
Yeah.
So why would then people use zombies just as like?
Zombies were strong. Zombies were always strong.
It's just they were really stupid and they sucked to play.
And then they basically buffed Minion AI in general.
Yeah.
And
well, I remember back in the day, convocation didn't even exist, right?
Yeah.
That's whenever I remember minion builds. And then it's like, you can't even get them back to where you need them to be.
I guess
if they have terrible AI and no convocation.
If they're stupid, then yes, I guess. I can see why.
Oh, convocation was a huge buff.
Well,
because
that's why
you just, convocate on top of the boss, and then it's like, okay, finally you'll attack the right guy.
No, the biggest buff was actually like golem builds, right?
Oh.
The reason why golem builds are so popular was because of primordial gems.
Yeah.
What primordial gems did?
The aggressive gem.
Yeah, it made them aggressive.
That was the big one.
Yeah, by making them aggressive, it means instead of like when you target something and walk away, being aggressive means they'll keep hitting it until it dies or something, right? And then they released that as feeding frenzy, and now everything is like aggressive. And really, that's what made minion builds like so OP all of a sudden. Like, I'm assuming you're using feeding frenzy.
No.
You're not? Oh, but you're using zombies though, right?
No,
sorry, skeletons.
Zombies.
You're using skeletons.
I'm using zombies, skeletons, specters, animic guardian.
So, what's your main DPS? What's your clear? What's your clear?
Skellies.
Skellies? Wait, your clear is Skellies?
I have 6 link skellies and 6 link zombies, and the amount of damage doesn't really matter.
So, when you run through things, you don't run through things. You summon some skeletons, and then you run away?
I summon skeletons in front of me, and then they will clear everything, and whatever that doesn't get cleared, my zombies
Okay.
From behind me.
Wait, so skeletons don't have feeding frenzy either?
I swapped out Feeding Frenzy recently for something else.
Okay, so there was a point where you would summon them and they would just stand there or walk the other way. And then when you tried to run away because you target the ground, they would think that's where they want you to go and they would run there. Like say you're trying to run past the pack. Yeah, the AI was so dumb, man.
That sounds ridiculous.
Yep.
My skeletons are pretty aggressive. I don't think I need to make them more.
I think skeletons were they were one of the aggressive ones. It's just they were really weak back in the day.
And then I have zombie leech. They steal health for me. And then what else do I do? They taunt. They make pale things. They bleed. It's all the things.
All the things. I get it.
And 25% of the damage turns to chaos.
Pretty gnarly. I will attest.
It kind of hurt. Ooh, he's selling me a tabula for 106. I got another tabula.
For what?
Perandus is selling me a second
Oh,
for 136.
that's cheap.
That's pretty cheap. I mean, it's no headhunter, but I'll take it.
Stay inquisitive, Exile.
That's not bad.
Okay. I guess I just do more maps.
I mean, I'm not hoping that you would die, so you play with the rest of us.
You're not hoping for it or anything, but
I'm not hoping for it. But if you happen to die, wow. No, I was fighting a boss, and I didn't realize because I was like picking up loot, and then I realized like I have 3 zombies on that boss, and he died before I walked up to it.
yeah, they do a lot of damage now, eh?
They hurt. Well, they're all fortified. Yeah, this is so OP. I just can't even explain how OP this. Everybody's fortified. Everybody has whatchamacallit. Because of the Kingmaker, they have fortified. They have
Oh yeah.
additional critical strike. They have calling strike. And then I'm using thingies as buffs.
Thingies.
What are they called? Specters. So they cast Frenzy on everybody. And
Here's
then,
the thing, you actually look for OP builds to play.
Yeah.
I think for the longest time, me, Curtis, and Kevin, we were just looking for like the dumbest possible builds you can make, and like that would still work. Yeah. Like, Kevin at one point made a healer, which I didn't even think was possible.
How do you make a healer?
He made a healer. There's like a there's an item that made it that if a minion dies, it heals everyone around that dead minion's corpse for like heal all allies for a portion of like the minion's HP. And then or sorry, if you die, how did it work? I think it's if a minion dies, it heals everyone for a portion of their HP. And then he just like made suicidal minions that would run into things and heal you.
Okay.
And then
Did it work?
it was a support character. He just run around and like suicided all his minions while someone else does damage.
But did it work though?
Depends what you mean by work.
Yeah, it depends on your definition of working.
Did he beat the boss?
It healed people. Oh, by that. I
Oh.
beat the boss.
And he was there.
Yeah, he was there.
He beat the boss.
Vlogreen said, "Are you guys done?"
Oh, Dota.
Goats. Actually, I'm gonna take off.
All right.
But we'll catch this later.
Good night, bud.
I swear, like my minions have like fucking.
Vlogreen said Mike said he should be free 1,130.
Oh, dude, my commute's gonna be so much longer now. Once I move.
Are you gonna take the go?
Yeah.
How bad is it?
An hour?
Oh, that's not bad.
I guess it's like about the same as before, but it's just gonna cost more.
Well, you save money on rent, right?
True. I do save money on rent. I guess my parents lose out money because, you know.
Well, I'm
Not-
assuming they were paying their taxes.
You kill
Yeah.
so good at.
You surprise me, Hillock.
I believe
Yeah,
in
that's
playing
true.
light.
That's true.
Huh. You know, it's okay. Although you might have to declare it as income
Why?
because it's a gift that they
A
should have been
gift?
earning. No.
I don't
I
think
was thinking
so.
of a loan. If they
Yeah.
treat it as a loan, because you're not getting it as fair market value, but I guess it's. And gifts are not taxable.
So, before I went to Blue Mountain,
Mm-hmm.
for skiing, in the morning, I was supposed to be the driver to go. So it was me, Kay, her brother, and then, her brother's girlfriend. The four of us driving there. So I wake up at 5 a.m., 5:30 a.m., and start up the car. And it goes. I'm like, what the fuck? Right? Like it just dies. And I'm like, oh shit. Like, did
Is
I
your
fuck
battery
something
dead?
up? Huh?
Is your battery dead? That sounds like your battery.
Well,
Have you not
so
tried-
I had
tried-
just gotten an oil change, so I thought it was something wrong with the oil. Or like the engine.
No.
Like maybe they fucked something up, right?
No. That sounds like your car's not igniting because your battery's.
Well, it cranked and then it wouldn't get to full power and it would just slow down like and then it would slow down to like nothing, right?
Oh.
And then,
then I don't know. Ooh.
so yeah, so that's how I'm like, ooh, this is kind of bad. So I called Kay's brother and I'm like,
Okay.
yo, you're gonna need to drive us, right? And I think he expected me to drive, so he didn't really sleep. So he like shows up all pissed off and shit. And I'm like, I'm sorry, dude, right? Drives us there, and we have a good time. And the entire time, he was like, dude, it just sounds like the battery issue. It sounds like a battery issue. I think it's fine. And I'm like, you know what? I think you're right. Yeah, I think you're right. I think it's just the battery, just like what you said, right?
Yeah.
So I come back. I'm like, okay, let's fix this fucking battery issue. We get to the car. We jack it, or we jump start it, not jack it.
Okay.
We jump start it. It doesn't even like crank. Okay.
Okay.
I'm like, oh my god, there's a death in the family, right? I was so upset. We were supposed to be going out the next day for something else, and then Kay was like, did you want to go? What time you want to go? I'm like, I don't want to go anymore. I'm too fucking depressed. And then
This is your Corolla, right?
Corolla, yes. And then it's at this point that I start looking online at what the 5 stages of grief are.
Okay.
And then I'm reading it, and like first one's denial. I'm like, yeah. I'm like, it seems like the engine, but no, I think it's just the battery. I think it's fine. It's probably fine, right? Like while I was skiing, I'm like, it's probably fine. That's how I basically got through the 2 days away from the car. And then second was guilt, right? Like I was sitting there, I'm like, fuck, I just got an oil change.
Said can't talk dog sleeping LOL.
Oh my god. I was like, I just got the gas. I changed the oil. I hadn't changed the oil in like a year. Okay. And I'm like, there's no one to blame but myself. Like this is my fault. Like I fucked up the car. Like that's what I was thinking. And then after is like negotiation apparently, or bargaining is what it's called, which is like, if only I did this, if only I did that. I'm like, if only I changed the fucking oil. Like I'm sitting there, if only I changed the oil, right? I was going through all the stages.
Okay.
And then the funniest thing is Kay was like, at first she was on denial, right? It's just the battery.
Yeah.
And it didn't jumpstart, and she's like, I wonder what new car I will get. I'm like, she skipped everything and went straight to acceptance. You know?
You can. It could actually be the spark.
Just do it.
So it was the battery.
Oh, it was the battery.
Long story short, it was the battery. So the next day, Kay's dad comes over, and turns out that the prongs were so old that the jump wasn't working, like the jump cables.
Do you have like gunk all over it?
Yeah, there was gunk all over it, so we had to scratch it all off, and then
I know what God, like, do you not drive it a lot?
Traveling light.
I must have done something. I must have like, we were driving very short distances for New Year's, right? Like all her family members live nearby. So
no, that's so the gunk is due to like acid
You're
buildup.
starting to figure it out.
And
I can see
like,
it in your
I don't know, it doesn't
eyes.
happen
There's
to
more
like
going
it's.
on than you could
That's basically
possibly
what it is. Do you not drive a lot? Like, does your car get used?
I mean, she drives every day to work.
Oh, that shouldn't be a problem then. That's really weird.
I don't know.
Maybe it's just old. Shit happens.
The battery's like 4, maybe 5 years old. It's pretty old.
That's not that old. Batteries last like 10 years.
No, it doesn't. The recommendation is like, change it every 3 years or something, isn't it?
No.
Really?
Yeah, batteries last
Okay,
like 10 years, man.
I don't know what I'm talking about. I know nothing about cars, dude. Entire time I'm like, I'm fucked. My money. Just like my money.
Well, could be a new opportunity to get a new car.
Well, we were gonna get a used car, you know?
Or that.
Oh, yeah.
War night.
So yeah. So in the end, we didn't need to. Thank God.
Spend like a couple of $100, fix the car.
Well, not even. Like
Oh, you manually just scraped everything off.
I just manually scraped the shit, and then it jumped, and I'm like, oh, good to go, and like drove it to the new place and back a few times.
Law Green said there's a guy on my Steam's
Yeah,
friend
maybe you need
list
to drive
called
longer. How long does
Energy
Spain
G.
drive?
I got
For, like,
baited.
a trip?
Thought it was Electro for a
God,
second.
how do I? Okay, sorry. What?
How long does she drive?
How
20
long does it
minutes.
drive? 20 minutes? Yeah, give or take.
That should be could be just that's all.
Yeah, I think so.
Maybe you don't take care of your car very well, I don't know.
Clearly, if I hadn't changed the fucking oil in a year.
That's fine. If you drive less than 10,000 kilometers.
We
I should
definitely
go.
drive less than 10,000.
Yeah, I changed my oil once a year.
Really?
But I do phone synthetic, so it doesn't really matter.
It was synthetic at before. I just switched back to conventional because they say you're supposed to change it every half year or something.
No, that's straight up a lie.
You think so? I have no idea.
It's like for a Corolla is.
Sorry, you cut out for a sec.
Oh, for a Corolla is literally like. Look at the oil change places, like straight up. Because they want you to come more often.
I know.
You're fine.
But
I believe in traveling light.
So yeah, I switched to conventional because I'm like, if I need to switch it more often, conventional is like 7K, you know, before you need to change it.
Nah. Yeah, synthetic is usually better because or you can do like the fake what they have now, and it's like just a little more expensive than conventional oil. So synthetic oil is like it's thicker and it doesn't change in accordance to temperature as much as regular. So it gives you a little more leeway when you're like forgetting oil changes. It is a little more expensive but like if you go to whatchamacallit, where do you do your oil change? Like just
I just did like fucking Canadian Tire.
Oh, okay. So, well, I guess it doesn't really matter. But some places, if you're not in Toronto, some Walmarts will allow you to bring your own.
Bring your own oil?
Yeah, bring your own oil, and then you can get an oil change for $20. And then you literally just at the Walmart buy the synthetic for like $16. So you get a full synthetic oil change. And the filter. So you get a full synthetic oil change for like $50 or $40.
That's pretty good. Is that what you do, or...
Huh?
Is that what you do?
No. I get free service.
Oh, at the dealership.
At the dealership, yeah, for 5 years because I have a lease. But when I had my Elantra, so every time when I'm like out of town and I see a Walmart that has a garage, like any Walmart that has a garage, I literally just go get an oil change. Like I don't care if it's like I'm supposed to. It's so much cheaper than like right. Like it's literally half the price. I can do 2 full synthetic oil changes for the price of. Oh no, actually I could do like 4 full synthetic oil changes for the price of like a Toronto oil change.
Huh, that's interesting. The more you know.
Yeah, like any Walmart that has garage. The one in Scar. Because I guess it was for them. The one that was
you cut off a lot, dude.
Do I?
Yeah, it feels like it.
Yeah, but the Walmart in Scar used the oil change.
Oh, okay.
It's gone now.
Ah, damn it.
Well, I don't know if they brought it back, but it gone.
Wow, I got 4 stacked decks from this map. Oh, and I got some good cards. If only I could use it.
Doctor?
No, a Serious Disfavor and Calm's Heart.
Be careful.
But I'm probably not gonna get another one of these, so.
Hey, you just sell them. Oh.
I can't!
Oh, so funny.
This fucking sucks. Like, I like it and all, but...
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know how you're doing it. Not a fan. Oh.
Okay, I'm gonna call it an episode right here. Thank you guys very much for watching. Gonna keep doing maps. Hopefully, I'm not getting to the Awakener, but I'll get as far as I can before I die. I like this character. It's very tanky. It's actually pretty strong, but a little slow, and I just don't have time this league for it, so it's unfortunate, but yeah, we'll see how far we can get. Thank you guys very much for watching. Hope you enjoyed this episode. If you did, as always, you can leave a like and subscribe to my channel for more updates in the future. Otherwise, keep in touch, guys, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye-bye.